This is the moment that could define the future of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two men, one on the field, one behind the scenes, just got rewarded for leading this team through chaos, transition, and doubt. But is it the right call? Or a gamble that could come back to haunt us? Buckle up, Bucs fans. Let's talk about what these extensions really mean and where we go from here. Tampa Bay, something big just dropped, and it could shape the next chapter of the Buccaneers story. Head coach Todd Bowles and GM Jason Licht have both received multi-year contract extensions. We don't have the exact length yet, but the message is clear. The front office is putting its full trust behind these two men. Now the question is, do they deserve it? Let's start with Todd Bowles. Bowles is 61 years old, turning 62 by the end of this season. He's been part of the Bucs family for a long time. Remember, he was the defensive coordinator for 3 years, including that unforgettable Super Bowl run in 2020 with Bruce Arians. Then in 2022, Bowles took over as head coach. Brady's final season, Baker Mayfield's beginning. A team in transition, and Bowles in the driver's seat. Now here's something that deserves a closer look. Every single year since he became head coach, Bowles has improved this team's regular season record, even if just a little. 2022, 8 wins 2023, 9 wins 2024, 10 wins. That's steady progress. Not flashy, not perfect, but clear signs of growth, and in the NFL, improvement counts. But there's been one wild pattern under Bowles that's impossible to ignore, the offensive coordinator carousel. 4 different OCs in 4 years. Started with Byron Leftwich, fired after 1 season. Hired Dave Canales, decent results, but he was snatched away by the Panthers. Then came Liam Cohen, great year, gone to the Jaguars. And now it's Josh Grizzard running the show. That's not just a coincidence. It's a challenge. No stability. No consistency, and if the Bucs want to truly contend again, they need to stop the bleeding at OC and build something sustainable. But let's be fair, Bowles has dealt with adversity, and he's kept this team in the fight. Now let's look at the part that still needs work. One trend under Bowles has haunted this team: slow starts and mid-season slumps. In 2022, the Bucs were 5-5 after Week 10. With Tom Brady, not terrible, but not great either. They finished 8-9. In 2023, it got worse. After Week 12, a rough 4-7 record, but then, boom, bites a massive late-season rally saved the year. In 2024, same story, 4-6 after Week 10, then surged to finish 10-7. That kind of comeback shows grit, no doubt. But you can't survive every year like that. You can't keep starting slow and hoping to catch fire at the end. And Bowles knows it. Fans know it. Everyone knows it. The next step in this team's evolution: start fast, stay sharp, finish strong. Now it's your turn, Bucs Nation. Speak up. Was giving Todd Bowles a multi-year extension the right call? Can he fix the slow starts? Will Josh Grizzard finally bring offensive stability? Drop your thoughts in the comments and rate your confidence in this coaching staff from 1 to 10. The future is being written right now, and every decision matters. Every team wants greatness, but only a few ever reach it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are right on the edge. They've tasted victory, felt the weight of a Super Bowl trophy in their hands. But now, with contract extensions locked in for head coach Todd Bowles and GM Jason Licht, the question is simple. Is this the start of a new dynasty, or the calm before a storm? Because Bucs fans, it's time to be real. Regular season wins are no longer enough. It's Super Bowl or bust. And everything starts right now. Let's be honest, and expecting more from the Bucs isn't crazy at all. In fact, it makes total sense, especially now with Todd Bowles getting a brand new contract extension. The team has shown consistent improvement in the regular season, and with that comes a big word: expectations. Yes, under coach Todd Bowles, the Buccaneers have made the playoffs every single year. Yes, they've won the division every time too. That's impressive. That's hard to do. A lot of coaches would love to have that on their resume. But there's one problem: the playoffs In 3 years, the Bucks have played 4 playoff games under Bowles. They've only won 1. That's a 1-3 record in the postseason. And when your regular season success keeps growing, the fans and the front office expect the playoff success to grow too. Because winning games in September and October is nice. But winning in January, that's legacy stuff. That's what builds statues. That's how dynasties are born. Now, I'll be real with you. I've had my doubts about Todd Bowles. There were moments in the middle of the season when things looked bad, and I thought maybe it was time for a change. I've said it out loud. Should the Bucks move on? Should they give the offensive coordinator a shot? And I stand by those takes. That's how I felt in those tough moments. And I'm not going to pretend I didn't say that. But here's the thing. You also have to look at the full picture. Bowles still has a winning record as head coach, 27 wins, 24 losses. That's just slightly over .500, but that's still a winning record. And there are a lot of teams in the NFL who would kill for that kind of consistency. So while he hasn't been perfect, Bowles has kept the Bucks competitive. He's kept them fighting. Now let's talk about Jason Licht, the general manager. This man has been through the fire. Before Bruce Arians came in, Licht only had 1 winning season. That was back in 2016 with Dirk Ketter as head coach. His overall record wasn't great at first, 85 wins, 95 losses. But what happened after that? Everything changed. He brought in Bruce Arians. Then came Todd Bowles. Then came Tom Brady. Then came a Super Bowl. And in these past 5 years, we've seen something special. Maybe the most successful stretch in the history of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Multiple playoff runs, a Super Bowl ring, roster depth, smart contracts, home run draft picks. And let's not forget what Jason Licht found quarterbacks from Brady to Baker. Even Jameis Winston gave this team 5 years of fight. He's drafted players who could end up in the Hall of Fame. He's built a team that fans believe in. So yes, this contract extension makes perfect sense. This is a front office that's built something real. Now it's time to take that next step to chase greatness again. Bucks fans, we want to hear from you. Do you believe this team is ready for a deep playoff run? Rate your confidence from 1 to 10 in the comments. And tell us, is Todd Bowles the guy to lead us back to the Super Bowl? Let's get loud. Let's get real. Because this season, it could be the one that changes everything. Let's talk about Jason Licht, because this man didn't just wake up one day and become a great GM. It took time. It took trial and error. It took learning and growing through wins and painful losses. But once he found his rhythm, once he hit his stride, it was like flipping a switch. You could literally see the change. Every year, the roster looked sharper, every draft smarter, free agent signings made more sense. And now he's not just managing a football team, and he's building a culture. And guess what? He's still getting better. You can feel it. While head coach Todd Bowles is already a veteran at 61 years old, a man who's been grinding in the NFL since the 1990s, Jason Licht is still just 54. That means something. It means he might be the long-term anchor for this franchise, the constant through future coaching changes, the builder behind the scenes. Let's be real. We don't know how much longer Coach Bowles will be in the game. Not because he's not good enough, but because coaching in the NFL, it's brutal. It's exhausting. It wears you down year after year. And when you've been coaching for nearly 3 decades, like Bowles has, there's always a point where you start to think, maybe it's time to hang it up. So maybe he's got a few more years. Maybe he makes one last playoff run. Maybe, just maybe, he walks off into the sunset a champion. But Jason Licht, he's still got gas in the tank. And if this team keeps trending upward, if the roster keeps improving year after year, there's no reason to believe he won't be here a long time. Now, let's not forget something important. The Glazer family, the owners of the Bucks, they don't just hand out contracts for fun. They believe in these men deeply. And giving both of them multi-year extensions, that's not just business. That's loyalty. That's trust. And let's be honest, they've earned it. Todd Bowles has kept this team winning. He's made the playoffs every year. He's built a locker room full of belief. And Jason Licht has turned Tampa Bay into a destination for talent. He's drafted stars. He's signed leaders. He helped bring in a quarterback named Tom Brady and brought a Lombardi trophy home. This stretch, the past 5 years, it's not just impressive. It might be the best era of football Tampa Bay has ever seen. So if you're a Bucs fan right now, you should feel proud. You should feel hopeful. And more than anything, you should feel hungry because this team isn't satisfied. They're not done building. They're not done fighting. They're not done winning. Bucs Nation. So sound off in the comments. What's your confidence level in Todd Bowles and Jason Licht? Are these the right men to lead this team into the future? Do you believe this is the start of another Super Bowl journey? Drop your thoughts below and don't hold back because this could be the start of something legendary. Go Bucks, red circle, black square.